Are back this evening with Matrix Revolutions, the last film in the Matrix trilogy. One of the coolest ends to a trilogy ever, besides Revenge of the Sith. And this movie stars Keanu Reeves, Hugo Weaving, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss, and Harry Lennox, which appears in the Snyder Cut, actually. This film is the sequel to Reloaded that came out as a part 2. Yeah, and it's a fun movie to watch. It's lots of fun. The whole fight is in Zion, the world that the Matrix takes place in, not to be confused with the national park in Utah, but Zion. Yep. Once again, another cool score by Dan Davison. Regardless, it's a cool score. I mean, the song that plays in the end credits is pretty hype. It makes me want to be Neo, but like, yes, this is the most perfect ending for this trilogy. There was no need to make Resurrections. It was already a good movie to begin with. You got this cool thing going on. Well, yeah. Shocker, it ends in a big battle with man against machine, which is essentially the idea of the Matrix. It's just a really cool fight. It's not over the top or anything. Keanu Reeves does a good job. Carrie-Anne Moss does a good job. Hugo Weaving does a good job. And Lawrence Fishburne does a good job. And the Oracle is again in this movie as she is in Reloaded. This time she's baking cookies in this movie. I know. We need a good grandma character, and for some reason she seems like a great grandma character. Anyway, we get this scene where Neo's waking up, which after the last one, after you watch Reloaded, you'll understand what that means. That doesn't mean much for the overall movie. It just means that the character, wakes up and is ready to start another new adventure. Yeah, not much. Yeah. This movie is rated R for sci-fi, violence, and some sexuality, which there's no sex in this movie. I don't know why they put that on the case. Because they felt the excuse to. And it's 129 minutes long, which is perfectly long enough. And you have on the back what looks like Neo, various agents, and then a picture with Trinity being a boss, and then whatever that is. And you have Neo on the back looking into his destiny. The sunglasses are kind of cool, not gonna lie. Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, whoever this guy is, and Agent Smith. The epic fight between Agent Smith and Neo is quite something in this movie. It basically ends where we think Agent Smith is winning the fight. But Neo does the Neo thing and just plays a trick on him. Yeah, it's a pretty intense movie. I can see why this wasn't added on to Reloaded, because it would then be over 4 hours long and only really reserved for streaming at that point. But yes, it's a pretty epic movie that I could just talk about. I mean, yes, revolutions are basically just a big fight against man and machine. For the case of this movie, England and America for the case of The Patriot, which is also a movie I've done on this channel before. I had to do this movie next on my reviews because it was calling to me, unlike any other movies have, you know. And it finishes another trilogy of films up that I've been reviewing on this channel. Last episode was Reloaded, and then earlier on I reviewed the first one. Yep, the bald guy, the hot woman, the hero. Sounds awfully familiar. I mean, the fact that one of the characters is bald consistently. But he's not white like Lex Luthor, which is even cooler